As the wind blows softly through the small, sweet, innocent pines growing from the forest floor, they stand so proud and tall. Little do they know that one of them will be broken into little tweaks, because there is not room for sweet and innocent in the construction machinery business. Introducing the new SK250LC Dynamic Acera excavator from KOBELCO. This machine is the newest, most innovative and powerful excavator available, allowing it to stand high above the tall timber to meet all of your construction needs. In this video, we will show you how the SK250LC Dynamic Acera chops down the Komatsu PC220LC. But first, let's start with the basic specifications. The KOBELCO SK250LC Dynamic Acera weighs in at 55,400 pounds and is powered by a Mitsubishi diesel engine that generates 176 net horsepower at 2100 RPM, the highest engine output of any excavator in its weight class. The Komatsu PC220LC weighs in at 56,844 pounds and is powered by a Komatsu Cummins engine that generates 159 horsepower at 2100 RPM, or 11.4% less than the SK250LC Dynamic Acera. As you can see, the KOBELCO SK250LC enjoys significant advantages over the Komatsu in those areas of performance that most directly relate to production capability. However, it is important that you see how these advantages translate into extra production and superior job site performance in the field. To do this, we decided to run these two machines head-to-head, using real-world applications to show the superiority of the KOBELCO. To really show the advantage of the Dynamic Acera over the small pine, we put both machines in similar conditions to conduct this 5-minute digging test. As you can see, the KOBELCO SK250LC clearly outperformed the Komatsu in this 5-minute test by 6 cycles. If you take these results and apply them over a day, a week, or a year of work, well, you can see how much more profitable the KOBELCO would be for you. This additional performance is a result of the superior breakout force and pump flow that the KOBELCO enjoys. Even more important, note that the KOBELCO continues to provide more flow than the Komatsu as the pressure increases because of the higher engine horsepower. The SK250LC also has the added advantage of having double pump flow to any single attachment function which is in use. This dramatically speeds up the digging cycle. To help cut through the heaviest material, all KOBELCO excavators offer power boost. By simply pushing the power boost button on top of the right-hand joystick, you increase your maximum digging forces by 10% with no time limit. And although the PC220LC will allow you to use power boost, the system will disengage after just 8.5 seconds. KOBELCO has no such concerns and will allow you to use the power boost feature as long as necessary, providing additional digging forces for as long as you need them. This excavator was designed for hard work with heavy-duty components throughout. For example, the X-shaped car body is designed to resist the distortions that result from heavy lifting and severe traveling conditions. The car body is connected to the crawler side frame using high-quality welding along the entire height of the crawler. This ensures long component life by allowing stress to flow from the front end down through the car body and into the crawler side frames, eliminating high stress points. This differs from the Komatsu design that only attaches the axle halfway down the side frame. To increase the flexibility of the SK250LC, KOBELCO has designed the main control valve to easily accept 2 additional bolt-on valves. Unlike the Komatsu, you do not have to disassemble the main control valve to do this. On the KOBELCO, 1 bolt-on valve is used for the breaker function and is standard equipment. 2 additional bolt-on valves are available as options. One provides bidirectional flow and the other is for low flow operations with full pressure regulation. Flow to the bidirectional valve is switchable between single and double pump flow right from the operator's cab. All of this saves time, increases productivity, and provides flexibility for the constantly growing variety of attachments. In order to evaluate the lifting and load placing abilities, we positioned each machine on a level surface and lifted this 6,600-pound load. The load was moved out until the machine would no longer lift the load. The small pine was just a twig compared to KOBELCO. The Komatsu lifted this load and moved it out to a radius of 29 feet 6 inches. At that point, the Komatsu could not lift the load due to arm-out stall. This is because the U.S. Komatsu version has larger boom cylinders than the original design, but the arm cylinder has not been redesigned. This gives the Komatsu limited arm holding force. The same load was then attached to the KOBELCO. We moved the load out until the machine could no longer lift the load. This occurred at a distance of 34 feet 8 inches. That's a 15% advantage for KOBELCO. Over the side was no different, as the KOBELCO outlifted the Komatsu by 3 feet. Again, advantage KOBELCO. The KOBELCO has boom and arm holding valves that limit the amount of drift. Interesting is the fact that Komatsu does not have an arm holding valve. As you can see, the arm cannot hold the load in place. We also found that the Komatsu Hydra-Mind takes control away from the operator. Here we tried to feel for an underground pipe. The Komatsu Hydra-Mind turns up the power to the attachment without the operator's input when increased resistance is encountered, causing potential damage. The conventional hydraulic systems used by KOBELCO allow the operator to feel the underground pipe. Swing is important to any construction machinery's operation. This will have a direct impact not only on digging production, but on the machine's ability to crowd ditches, to swing a heavy load uphill, or to quickly start and stop a load. For this reason, we decided to put both machines on a 15-degree incline and try to swing a load uphill at an increasing radius. Again, the KOBELCO SK250LC outperforms the Komatsu by swinging this weight out and up the hill to a distance of 24 feet 3 inches. This is compared to only 19 feet 3 inches for the Komatsu. Again, advantage KOBELCO, mainly because of a 21% higher swing torque. The SK250LC is a very maneuverable hydraulic excavator. This machine has a 2-speed propel system that shifts between high and low based on work conditions. In high-speed mode, the SK250LC is a champ when it comes to travel speed, at 3.7 miles per hour, compared to the 3.4 miles per hour for the Komatsu. In low-speed mode, this powerful undercarriage offers the highest drawbar pull in its weight class, ensuring that the KOBELCO can tackle any terrain, no matter how difficult the ground conditions. Komatsu claims to have a third travel speed, but the third speed is a pump flow reduction and has no effect on travel torque. The KOBELCO SK250LC is equipped with an automatic straight propel circuit, allowing the operator to move in a straight line and also lift this load without the machine walking offline. Watch what happens when the operator attempts to do the same functions with the Komatsu. It is not able to propel and lift this load at the same time. You will also see that the machine slows down in the propel mode when the operator tries to lift the load and the boom hoist circuit stalls out. Also, the Komatsu would walk offline if the operator arms in during travel with the load. We checked both the KOBELCO and the Komatsu for rear visibility. We had an assistant walk towards the Komatsu from the rear of the machine. When he was out of sight, we stopped him and measured the distance from the center of rotation of the machine. This occurred at a distance of 17 feet 1 inch for the PC220. The same test was then run on the KOBELCO, and the assistant walked to a distance of 7 feet 6 inches before he was out of sight. This is a difference of 9 feet 7 inches and could make a big difference in the safety on your job site. Now let's clean out the pine cones on the small pine and take a look at the cab design of both machines. The comfort of the operator, as always, is a high priority in the KOBELCO design. This cab is the industry's largest, and compared to the Komatsu, the KOBELCO cabs seem huge, with a whopping 20% larger workspace. This helps to ensure that the operator has plenty of elbow room for comfortable operation. It appears that the Komatsu engineers forgot that this machine was to be sold in the North American market to North American operators. The SK250LC's pilot control levers can be adjusted to 3 height positions, putting them out of the way of the operator's legs, no matter how tall he is. Again, the design of the Komatsu does not really accommodate the size of the operator, and pilot controls cannot be adjusted. You cannot even raise the side console on the Komatsu for easy entry. For year-round comfort, KOBELCO has designed a climate control system that will keep the operator warm in the winter and cool in the summer. It will even display temperature in degrees Fahrenheit or centigrade. Komatsu does offer an optional climate control system at a whopping price of $8,300. Where KOBELCO really cuts the competition down to size is in our new control system. This is the most advanced control system on the market today. It can automatically respond to varying operating patterns without having to choose between 6, 8, even 10 different work modes. To best understand the benefits of each of the control system's features, let's put the machine to work. Located right above the engine coolant temperature gauge and the fuel level gauge are the work mode indicator lamps. They are A, M, and B. The default mode for all the dynamic aceras is the M mode. This mode will allow the operator to utilize the maximum output of the machine, offering high productivity for digging or lifting applications. This mode is perfect for mass excavating or cross-country pipeline work. The A, or assist mode, is useful for job conditions requiring multiple phases of operation. Utilizing a neural net system, the SK250LC analyzes the operator's movement of the control levers, senses the particular operation being performed, and automatically adjusts itself to optimize production, and gives controllability without the need for the operator to manually change various mode switches. It reacts to changing job conditions, but does not take control away from the operator. It just makes him more productive. The Komatsu machine requires the operator to manually select from these work modes. And in a typical job situation, this is very hard to do. In most cases, they are simply not used.
Sergio! Call that pine tree mechanic out here to fix this Komatsu pillar.
Hey, I'm Mama Joe, your service man.
This thing won't dig.
This is one of them Komatsu pillars, ain't it? Don't worry, I'll fix it. Got my hydraulic oil.
Hello, KOBELCO, please. Yes, service. I'm ready for my 30-day free inspection. Thank you.
Howdy, I'm your KOBELCO service rep. Ready for your 30-day free inspection?
Yes, Sam. I need for you to check my engine RPM, my PT pressures, and let me know how my engine's performing.
Okay, let me take a look for you. Oh, that looks good. Your RPMs are steady at 2200. The PT pressure is 5,000 PSI. And the engine's operating at optimal performance. I think everything's set.
That's great.
Maintenance on an excavator has never been easier than on the new SK250LC Dynamic Acera. There are many easy-to-maintain items, including the easy-to-clean radiator. During normal operation, this is an area that needs to be routinely cleaned. On the SK250LC Dynamic Acera, the radiator and the oil cooler are separated by a 4-inch gap, allowing you easy access to both. In fact, the radiator can be removed independently of the oil cooler without having to drain the hydraulic system. Now let's compare this to the PC220. There is no gap for cleaning the radiator system, and the cooling system will have to be disassembled and tilted out of the way, enabling you to clean the radiator. This will cause downtime and loss of profit. And like all other Kobelco excavators, routine maintenance on the engine is made easy with plenty of access to all major checkpoints. The tandem mount design of the Kobelco main pumps eliminates the need for additional gears and bearings common to the Komatsu machine. The Komatsu mounts the pilot pump inside of the bell housing. This type of mounting will add additional maintenance cost to the operation of your excavator that is unnecessary and could cause major downtime and expense. As part of the self-diagnostic system, 68 different service items can be checked to help maintain peak performance. This system also has a 100-event fault code memory to identify any trouble areas and the time that the event occurred, all from the cab's control console. This eliminates the need to use complicated tools or laptop computers to remotely retrieve data. With the KOBELCO SK250LC Dynamic Acera, right from the cab, the operator can monitor all engine, electrical, and hydraulic functions, including engine RPM, oil change intervals, and hydraulic pressures. There is no need for tools or getting sweaty or dirty. As you can see, the small pine was no match for the solid oak KOBELCO SK250LC. This machine was built to chop down to size even the toughest of jobs, simply smashing the competition. For the completion of any job, rely on KOBELCO America for world-class performance, commitment to quality, and reliability. KOBELCO America, your competitive edge.